Seaside Clubs, EA Sports welcomes you to Royal Liverpool in our continuing coverage of the world of golf. Alongside Frank Novelo, I'm Rich Lerner, and partner, you and I have called a lot of rounds of golf through the years. I know there's always something that piques your interest. How about today?
Rich, every day brings you a chance to do something special. And when we get to sit in this perch, that's what I look for. And I don't want to see the head going down. I want to see that every single shot is a chance to do something special. That could be a chip. Maybe the chip goes in. Maybe it's a 30-footer that goes in. Maybe a drive gets rifled down the fairway. Do something special.
And that one coming in too hot. It kicks off the fairway and right into the heavy stuff. It's going to take a heroic effort to reach this green in two. It's his second from a dreadful lie. Frank, that looked like the smart play from over there. What do you think?
Yeah, always easy when you've got a tough lie and the thick, heavy rough, Rich. Just go for the shorter irons. You've got more loft, you've got more control. Basically guarantee the ball's going to get out.
Okay, it's not stone dead, but that's not too bad.
Eight-foot putt here.
That's the cruelest thing about this game, Rich. I mean, it's just now it's another shot.
One over for the day.
Okay, no problem with that one.
The 11th runs along the beach to the left, and this is a tough driving hole, a par 4 at 392 yards. The short length will likely entice most to air it out, but the more prudent play might be a 3-wood or an iron because the small landing area gets tighter the further down the fairway you travel. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Just 92 yards for his second to this par 4. This one has a chance to be close.
A little short, a little left, but inside 10 feet, so even I can't really criticize that.
Well, obviously that's not his best, but it'll be quickly forgotten, Frank, if he's able to get out of here with his par.
Well, you might forget it. I won't. Far from his best.
Nope. No gimme here. Tricky one for birdie. Yes, well done there. And back to even par now on the day. The 12th at 449 yards is a dogleg left par 4. Those that try to chew off too much of that dogleg could find themselves in trouble if they're unable to carry the gorse. The approach will be to an elevated green that slopes fairly severely from back to front. That ball went straight down into the heavy rough. Oh, and that just did not want to settle. It'll wind up rolling off the fairway and into the heavy stuff. The lie is not a friendly one, but still a chance to get on in two with a good shot here.
Now, that's not a bad shot. And the reason why I say that, you see the lie, thick, heavy, rough, just to forge that one out and get it on the green. Good going.
Yeah, that's a pretty good putt, just a little bit off the mark. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Well, there's no doubt about it. This one will move from right to left. Not the biggest slope, but has to be considered.
Frank, that is painful.
I mean, all you had to do, just hit it. Just hit it.
That's so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. Cleans that up in the hole. The 13th is a par 3 at 194 yards. It yields another panoramic look at Hilbrey Island and the estuary beyond. But this could be a tricky little hole. Tee shots that land in that front right pot bunker rarely lead to a par. And that's going to wind up in the back portion of the green, so maybe one club too many there. Oh, and that one nosedives right into the thick stuff. That could be problematic, to say the least. Now a second to this par 3. This one's going to need to carry some pace with it. A long one for birdie. Back up the slope. From about 8 feet. Okay, good up and down out of the thick stuff, and that is in for par. Two over for the day. Now to, statistically, the toughest hole at the 151st Open, that being the 454-yard 14th. This dogleg left features a bunker on the inside quarter left as well as two more to the right. As we saw with just about all the fairway bunkers here at Royal Liverpool, anything that winds up in one of these off the tee means you have little or no shot to get on in two. A little too much roll on the back end there, and this is going to wind up diving into the heavy stuff.
He gets a little lucky there and even bounces back into the fairway.
To where the hole is cut, just about 190 yards, Frank.
That is straight into the thick stuff. It'll take some effort from this buried lie, but a chance now to still reach this green in two.
That was some shot. Moved heaven and earth just to get that one out of the rough, and now safely on the green.
This for birdie now at 14.
Yeah, I'm looking to see the break, and I'm really not seeing a lot. If I had to push it, a hair of right to left dependent on pace, slightly up the slope.
Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. Just 5 feet left. Not a good hole of golf here. It is that time to pick up and move on. Yeah, good concentration there. That's a distance where a putt could get away, but that in for a par. The 15th is the longest hole on the course, checking it at a full 620 yards. The fairway is fairly generous by Royal Liverpool standards, though it does feature bunkers left and right. The issues tend to develop on the second shot, where you'll need to commit one way or the other to going for it or laying up. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. Now a second from well over 300 yards. This will be about positioning. Ooh, and that went straight down. That's going to be tough from there.
Two solid shots at the par 5 and found the green side bunker. Lie looks good. Now, just needed a good bunker shot. A decision had to be made there. It was perhaps even a layup, but all in all, that's a tremendous shot just to get the ball on the green from there.
Oh, kind of bladed that one. Got it out, but it is now in the rough.
Well, Frank, this is a case where a par is going to feel like an eagle if he's able to get this done.
If he can just make it, just make this putt, then just like run to the next tee.
Hang on. That's going to leave about 3 feet. We turn to Notabegay the third for this look at birdie.
And these are the putts he hasn't been able to do much with all day. This doesn't have a whole lot of movement to it, and he could surely use it.
Okay, just the one drop shot, as that's in for a bogey. Disappointment there. I'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. The final 3-hole stretch begins with the par 4 16th at 461 yards. Most players should be able to move their tee shots beyond the 3 fairway bunkers, but more await up toward the green, 5 of them in total. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie.
110 yards to the flag.
And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
Oh, yes, that's the right line, and it's in for a birdie. Well done. That's so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. Now to one of the more visually stunning holes on the course, the par 3 17th at 136 yards. This has everything you want in a classic par 3, and a lot that you don't, including steep runoffs, deep bunkers, and a tricky green to putt on.
Well,
He'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Working back up from below the putting surface, this a second. A look here for birdie at 17.
And players of this caliber should make this on a regular basis pretty flat with just a slight movement to the left.
Pretty good read there, definitely good speed, and that just skips a foot or so by. He has a 12-footer here. Oh, yeah, he couldn't have gone out and drawn a better one. That looked good all the way. Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. Now to the closing hole at Royal Liverpool, the 609-yard par 5 18. This hole confounded some of the best in the world during the 2023 Open, including Ricky Fowler and Justin Thomas. Tee shots need to avoid the internal out of bounds to the right. Many wound up laying up and taking the danger out of play. Those who try to reach this green in two can often wind up in one of three deep pot bunkers, short and left. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. Frank, you surprised that one came out as well as it did?
Certainly, Rich. This hole at one stage looked very problematic, but now, back in the fairway, you never know.
And that is going to be tough in there. That is into the heavy stuff. Well, not as close to the pin as you'd like, but when you find greens in regulation on a regular basis, you're going to have a chance. Down to Iona, this for birdie.
Well, they often say it's the toughest putt in golf. There's not a lot to it. I think you can take dead aim.
Yeah, that's a pretty good putt. Just a little bit off the mark. Putters let him down a few times, but this for birdie. Yes, well done to get it in close, and then that finished off for a birdie here at the par 5. Oh, he lets him down again. Could not get it to go. Frank, pleasure as